Hey everyone, it's been quite some time since I made a video. I bought a 46-inch blade for our little S180 John Deere. So I'm going to show you how to put that all together, and then we're going to mount it on the tractor. Alright, so these are 5/16 by 3/4 with the lock nuts, and you're going to need a 1/2 inch wrench, okay? So let's get that on. Alright, let's check out the next step. It's telling us to attach 2 skid shoes to the rear of the blade using 2 5/16 by 3/4 carriage bolts. So those go on the top, and then the 1 inch long ones go on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one, and the same procedure for the other side. Alright, the next step, we're going to put this reinforcement plate on with the 5/16 by 3/4 carriage bolts and lock nuts. Okay, and this is the top of the blade, so it doesn't really tell you which way this goes on, but I'm gonna guess this rib here needs to be to the bottom of the blade. All right, the next step is you got to build this bracket assembly, okay, or sorry, angle lock bars. Okay, so you're gonna need the parts noted in here, okay, and this is how they show you how to put it together. So get it all snug, your carriage bolts, lock washers, and just a regular nut. Okay, so I'm gonna get this put together and put it on this bar. It was a good thing I didn't tighten it right down, because I had these plates backwards. So the plate underneath was, this hole was down here. So make sure those are lined up. So this is the push channel assembly. Okay. It's telling us to put this in here like that. So it's telling us to put the hook end through the hole in the spring mount bracket. So the hook end, okay, in this bracket, okay, and the flat one, and there, okay, that's easy enough. All right, so what you're gonna need is 2 spacers, okay, these 2 spacers, 1/4 inch lock nut, and the 1/4 inch by 3 1/4 inch bolt. So I'm gonna get it lined up and a spacer in. Okay. This other side. Alright, I found me a little help. That was my grandfather's hammer. Not sure what kind it is, but it's definitely was my grandfather's. Okay, put that on, and you need your 7/16. All right, so we got this rod and some pal nuts. So I got to pound the one on the one end. Okay, just gonna do that on right here on the concrete. Okay, so pound that pal nut on through this hole here. Okay, and pound the other pal nut on. So this is where you hit the wrong nail, possibly. I wonder if they have a pal nut tool. Suckers on there. Okay, all good. Blade pivot shaft, okay, and install the cotter pin in there. All right, we got the cotter pin in, and I think she's spread far enough there. Okay, let's go to the next step. All right, next step, it's telling us to line notched holes in push channel. Okay. And put our pivot shaft assembly in. Get that cotter pin in. That's secured. Okay. It's telling us to put a 3/8 nut on. One inch. One inch from the end, okay. Now it's telling us to put the spring on this rod, okay. And it goes up through the hole in the top of the blade there. Okay, makes sense. Install nut and plastic cap on there. Cable control arm on, okay. Oh, sorry about that. So it comes all together, okay. So just pull the cable out slightly, your dust cap, and unscrew one of these jam nuts, right? And you're gonna slide it over. Actually, let's see if you can see that. There you go. So put it in there like that. Okay, pretty straightforward. And then put your nut back on. Okay. Now, they don't really give you a measurement for this, so I'm gonna just, I think, keep it centered for now. Okay. Center it and just kind of snug. It's telling us to mount this cable end to this hole with a lanyard strap, 1/4 inch nut, 1/4 inch by 1.25 inch hex bolt, and a spacer. Okay. So let's get this lanyard fitting on first. We want that in there. Oh yeah, okay, I think I had it right. There, okay. It's gonna look like that when you're done. Now we take a 1/4 inch bolt, run her through there, spacer, and showing that in here. Okay. All right, got that mounted. On to the next. All right, attach release clip to lift handle tube using 5/16 1.25 inch and a lock nut. Okay, so we'll put this on and it says do not over tighten, okay, because this must pivot. So this probably hooks up to the other end of that cable. So now it's telling you to attach the other end of the cable to the handle. Okay, so put this first nut on here and leave 3/4 inch from exposed. Okay, and put that on, put this other nut on, put your lanyard fitting on, get your 1/4 inch acorn nut and put that on. Lift rod in the lift handle tube. Okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, now we gotta build the pivot support. So we gotta put the 2 pieces of channel onto this bracket. Okay, so I've pre-assembled it there, so I'm gonna get that bolted together and also put these side brackets on. Pivot assembly built. Okay, that's what it looks like. front bumper off the tractor. Okay, so what it's telling you is we got to mount the brackets on here. Okay, so it tells you to pop this conduit clip off. All right, so here's the bracket. Okay, it's got an R stamped in it for right. So we got to remove that. That's a 10 mil ratchet. Okay, pop that out. Put these carriage bolts and lock nuts in these other holes here. Make sure you got those seated properly. Okay, just a quick note I noticed, those carriage bolts, they need to be flipped around. Okay, I didn't notice that in the picture. Make sure you got them sitting in that notch out in the frame. So make sure those are flipped around. Makes sense too, so you can get it to bloody nut. And reinstall that conduit clip. All right, let's go to the other side. Yeah, don't forget to put this 8mm bolt screw back in, okay? Yeah, so I keep getting ahead of myself a bit. I did see they tell you to put this washer on, so I gotta put that on the other side, but hopefully that helps you not miss that. Okay, now we're gonna put the pivot support on. Alright, and it's telling us to put these pins in this way, but I'm gonna put them in this way so it's easier to get these. Maybe a little harder to put this on right now, but it's gonna be a whole lot easier getting these off later. All right, now we're gonna mount the blade onto that pivot arm. So you can see it there. So the pin and a washer on each side, and then a lock pin. All right, so mount that blade, second hole from the end. Your pin, a washer, and then a spring clip on the other side. So it goes through this hole. And if you got a helper, this would be the time to get them. So it looks like, there we go. Okay, washer, pin. There, okay, that's done. Okay, so you can see that's on. Okay, and then you gotta put the blade pivot rod on, okay? So that pivot rod goes from here down to there, and that's to pivot the blade. All right, I think we're done. I haven't even tried to lift it or anything. Put the tie straps on. So I'm not sure how. Okay, so it just kind of, it looks like it sits there by its own weight in the up position, okay? And then to bring it down, you would just drop it, and the handle free floats like that. Don't mind the mess. It's late at night. I didn't feel like cleaning it up before I finished this. So this, if you're sitting there, oh yeah, that's not too bad. Push this handle in, and then you just push it in or out. And I say that's pretty slick. And then it auto locks. All right, well, hopefully that helped you. I don't know if you needed help at all, but thanks for watching. Hope you like my work pants, after hours work pants.